Hello. Okay, we're going to start in just a second. Hopefully the sound is good. Adjust your volume at home accordingly. Okay, let's get started. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And this is our first class of the new year, so Happy New Year. And I hope you have some goals for your yoga practice this year, even if it's just lengthening the hamstrings. That's always a good goal. So hopefully you have something in mind that you'd like to accomplish this year. We're going to start with a light warm-up exercise, as we usually do. Let's get everything moving. You might have been a little more sedentary than usual over the holidays. So with the feet about hip width, we'll start at the top. Start by looking to the right, come on the balls of the feet. Then look forward and come down. Moving left, come up. Forward. Looking right. Forward. And left. Forward. Now keeping the heels down, look up. Center. Down. Center. Up. Center. Down. Back to the center. Now leaning the head to the right. And over to the left. Once again to the right. This time chin up a bit. Then chin down a bit. And over to the left. Chin up a bit. Chin down a bit. And back to center. And now half circles. It's the final neck exercise. Side to side in the front. And back to center. You say your thumbs in a light fist. The elbows bent a little bit. Roll the shoulders back. And then forward. And fingertips to the collarbone. Roll the elbows forward. And back. Release the arms. Now shifting from side to side, lifting the opposite leg. Okay, back to center. Now big arm circles forward. And back. And thumbs in a light fist, elbows out. Circle in at the elbow joint. Other way. And interlace the fingers. Wrist rolls. Other way. And then some waves. reverse. And rubbing the palms. Hands to kidneys. Take the hips around. And other way. Okay, back to center. Now shifting to the left foot, right leg's coming across, opening out 2 times. Then inwards 3 times. And other leg. Then in. Okay, then heels together, toes together. Rub the palms. Bend the knees, rub the knees. Keep the knees together, take them around. Other way. And standing up again. Ankle rotations next. Other way. Other foot. Other way. Okay, now heels together. Toes out. Lift the toes. Relax the arms and shoulders. Gently twist side to side. Then back to center, heels out, feet parallel. Bend the knees, drop the tailbone, really ground yourself. Then rocking gently forward and back. Come back to center. Now lift one leg with both arms, then the other leg with both arms. All right. Now shaking it out, shaking out the fingers, wrists, forearms. Hop, shake it all out. One more time. Clearing all that stagnant energy out. Great. Okay, welcome. If you're just tuning in, welcome. And welcome back for the new year. We're going to get started on our hands and knees in all fours position. We're doing a lot of work on the arms today, in particular, shoulders, wrists, all that. So let's start actually from here. We'll start with the cat-cow first. So inhale, tilting the belly down, looking forward. Exhale, tucking the tailbone. Head down. Just continue with your own natural flow breath. Now come into neutral. Take your right hand and see if you can turn the fingers back. Now sometimes it helps to come a bit forward to turn them back. If you can, turn them all the way back. Stretch through the fingertips and then see if you can start to settle back, keeping the wrist down. Some people can even bend the elbow. And coming forward, spin that forward. Other side, left fingers back. You might start to sit back a bit. And notice one side's a little tighter than the other, as usual. And bending the elbow a bit if you can. Okay, now keep that one back. Turn the other one back as well. Double side. Maybe bending the elbows in. All right, and hands forward. Walk the hands forward. We're coming into puppy pose, but focus on the shoulder blades down the back. So plug the shoulder blades down the back, wrap the outer armpits towards the floor. And from there, keeping the shoulder blades plugged down, reach towards the fingertips and out. All right, now inhale, coming forward, coming up to kneeling push-up position. Kneeling plank. Now, since we're working with the shoulders, we want to heat them up, work them nice. So you might do some chaturanga push-ups here if you wanted to go a little deeper. Keep the elbows in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back up. One more time if you like. And then all the way, please, to the floor. Elbows in, back, point the toes, tuck the tailbone, curl up, baby cobra. Get the shoulders back and broad. Shoulder blades squeezing in towards the spine. And slowly releasing down. Reach your left arm out to the side. Then peel up the right side of the body. Opening up the front of the shoulder and chest. Your left arm can be straight out or bent 90 degrees. Right hand can be anywhere supportive. Some people can even reach it back. I find I get a deeper stretch if it's in front for my body. Then come back to flat. Slide that left hand in. Reach down on the right. Peeling up the left side of the body. And coming back to flat. Find your way onto your left side with your left arm forward. Lying on your left side, your left arm straight forward of the shoulder. The right hand slides up as you lie flat. So this is a stretch for the outer left shoulder. You could bring your hand back to rest your forehead on it, or you can keep your arm up. So you're basically lying all the way flat on your stomach with your arm crossed underneath you. And peeling up the right side of the body. Make your way over onto your right. Right hand straight forward, palm up, left hand reaches up, slides up. You could tuck the hand back under the forehead or reach it up. And then coming back to your side. Hands once again beside the chest. Elbows back. Coming up to a light cobra or coming into upward dog if you're ready for up dog. And exhale, come back through to bent knee, downward dog. Maybe walking the dog if that's comfortable. That's helpful. Okay, now come forward to plank, holding plank or kneeling plank. If you want to add in an exercise that really strengthens the core and shoulders, shift to one side, touch that shoulder, shift to the other side, touch that shoulder, shoulder touches. Try for 10. And these are optional. If this looks like way too much work than you came for, don't worry about it. Just do something easier, modify for you, for your energy level today. Always try to push yourself because we tend to default towards the sedentary if left to our own devices. So always try to push yourself a little harder than you want to go. But keep in love with your practice. Don't push it so hard you don't want to show up on your mat. Now from here, bend your knees, look forward. Top towards the top of the mat. Come into flat back extension. Reaching through the crown of the head. Try not to grip with the toes. Now from here, we bend the knees and ragdoll forward. You might choose to interlace behind in standing yoga mudra. Drawing the arms over top, perhaps. And fingertips down. You send your left leg way back. Low right lunge position. So you come up onto your thigh, tuck the tailbone. Now let's say cactus arms position. That means the elbows are straight out to the side. Drop the shoulder blades down the back and start to tilt the hands back. Lift the chest without letting your bottom ribs come forward. So keep your bottom ribs in. Take the chest up. Good, and then taking the hands down, lower the back knee without letting it come forward. Sink the hips forward in a kneeling lunge here. Taking the left palm flat, reach the right arm up, or reach back for the foot. Release that side, tuck the back toes under, hop the back leg forward, flat back, standing fold, and the knees right leg back, left side, low lunge. Coming up onto the thigh. Dip square to the front, cactus arms. Shoulder blades down. Chest broad, chest lifted. Bottom ribs stay in. And then coming forward, lower the back knee. Simply sinking the hips forward, kneeling lunge. And taking the right palm flat, left hand reaches up or reaches back for the foot. Only if you can actually get a hold of the foot. And reaching up version, reach wide as you can. And unwind, release. Whatever you need to do to come to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep wide and up. Exhale, namaste. All right, shake it up, get a sip of water if you like. All right, take a wide stance next on our mat. Start with the hands on the hips, press the inner thigh bones back. Weights in the outside edges of the feet mostly. Now, as we do Warrior 2, we're going to do some Warrior 2 squats. We're going to focus on the shoulders, a movement in the shoulders to help bring some heat and dynamic tension in the shoulders. So turning the left toes in slightly, right toes out. Bring your fingers like so at the heart. You're making a little bit of a heart at your heart or a diamond. The movement with a lot of tension, I shouldn't say tension, but engaging the muscles of the shoulders. As you exhale, you're going to press forward. As you inhale, you're going to come back. And as you do that, we're going to bend into Warrior 2. So exhale, press forward. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, 2. And back. Try to get this in the shoulders. Feel it like you're really pressing out. Now let's hold this last one. Take the arms wide. Right. Let's turn the hands palm up. Shoulders down, shoulder blades especially. Pressing up, release the arms, and bending into that right leg, left arm reaches over, an extended side angle pose. And anchor from the back leg, coming up. And right toes in, the left toes out. Fingertips at the heart, diamond position. Breathe in and exhale. Inhale back up, exhale, press. Just hold this last one. Arms wide. So my hands palm up. Press that front leg straight, release the arms, then bend it again, leaning into that, lay your hand to the floor, extended side angle pose. And anchor from the back leg, draw yourself up, left toes in. Interlace the fingers behind you, full interlacing. That's opposed to Kali Mudra, with the fingers pointing. So full interlacing behind you. If you want to work harder, and it's actually safer for the shoulders as well, but you try to keep your palms together as you draw your arms over top. So from here, with the legs toned, hinge forward. You could just stay here, rolling the shoulders back. Possibly you can go further forward and draw the arms over top. Again, if you want to work harder and a little safer, palms together. And inhale, draw yourself up. And release the hands. Bring both heels in. And now interlace, reverse interlace, so different thumbs on top. And turn the palms forward. Knees out. Arms up. Shoulder blades still plugged down. Bottom ribs in, but chest lifted. Release. Inhale as if you're grabbing a post and pressing it into the ground. Exhale as you press down. Good. Pressing up. Bring the hands just above the knees. Rest the weight of the upper body into the legs. This is one of the few times in yoga where you can actually shrug your shoulders up. So it's a bit of a unique kind of stretch here. If it's comfortable, see if you can take a shoulder forward and a shoulder back. So if your left shoulder's forward, you'd look right. Back to center, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, and left. Back to center. Hands down, sitting low in goddess, possibly shifting side to side, Skandasana. Then the center, walk the hands forward, turn the heels out, sit back into wide-legged downward dog. Now you can stay here or go deeper, walking the hands in, forward folding deeper. And pressing up, feet in a bit. If you need to, tuck the tailbone and come up to standing. Great, shake it out a little bit. Okay, we're going to do sun salutation, which is going to include optional dolphin push-ups. You can also just hold the dolphin position, which is also good. So basically, instead of being on our hands in down dog, we're going to be like this, with our fingers interlaced and around our elbows. So the baby finger should be tucked in. The very bottom baby finger tucked in will be on our elbows. Otherwise, it's just like a normal sun salutation. Let's start at the top of the mat in mountain pose. From here, inhale, wide and up. Firm the legs, exhale, diving forward, around the spine. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, walk, or jump back. You could go right to down dog or go through the vinyasa to work harder. Now in the downward dog, let's come onto our knees for a second. Bend the elbows back, interlace the fingers, tuck the very bottom baby finger in. Now if you don't know what a dolphin push-up is, watch here for a second. From the down dog, you inhale, come forward, touch your chin to your thumbs. Exhale, come back. To go further, touch your chin to the floor and back. Crown of the head even to the floor on the other side. Okay, do as many as you can up to 7, and then hold in the down dog position. Remember, just holding this position too is a huge posture buster. It just opens up the shoulders big time. If you're using your cell phone a lot, you can get neck issues, shoulder issues from that. This will bust right through all that, strengthen everything the right way. Now from here, bend the knees down to the floor. Palms, let the palms come up and back to downward dog. From here, bend the knees, look forward, step, walk, or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, namaste. Okay, you need a sip of water. Now is your chance. Okay. The next is Garuda pose. First, let's get the arms in place. So you take the left arm forward, but a bit across to the right. Then you take the right arm around and chop down at the elbow, and then see if you can get your palms together or as close as you can to that. If you can interlace your fingers, even better. And then drop the shoulder blades down, extend the elbows forward. Now, let's bring the feet into mountain pose. Bend the knees, and shifting to your right foot, take your left leg either across or around. Try to sit nice and low, sometimes called eagle pose or Garuda. Sometimes the arms are done lower down, but you can get more of a stretch in the back, the shoulders extending forward. All right, releasing. Okay, let's try the other side. Right hand forward, bit to the left. Left arm comes around, chop it down at the elbow. Interlacing to whatever degree you can, or palms together, or even just catching a thumb with a finger. Extend the elbows forward. Now bend in the knees and shift to the left foot. Right foot's across or around. Good, slowly releasing. Okay, getting ready for tree pose. Virksasana, shifting to the left foot. Right foot comes into position. Could just be down there. Could possibly be up top. Just try not to press into the knee joint. Release that side. Okay, shifting to the other foot. Virksasana, other side. All right, and stepping down. Getting ready for sun salutation B movements, starting in chair pose, just at the top of the mat. From here, these bend the knees. Keep the shoulder blades down the back, reach forward, reach up, sit low. Exhale, straighten legs, fold over to the front. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, plant the hands, step, walk, jump back. You could go right to down dog or through vinyasa. Once you're in the down dog, you feel a little closer. Please bring your right leg up and over. And swing that right leg all the way forward. Turn the back heel down. Inhaling to warrior one, but interlace behind you in Kali Mudra. Roll shoulders back. Heart opening, warrior one. Keep the hips and chest square to the front. Chest lifted. And straightening that front leg. See if you can bring the hands into reverse prayer position. Or just grab your elbows behind you, leading with your heart, tilt forward. Inhaling, coming back up. Now, I learned recently an easier way to do Warrior 3 if you want to give it a try. Bring your hands onto your thigh, lean forward, and step up. And this can help you kind of stabilize. Try to keep your shoulders down. If you prefer any of the other versions, go into another version of Warrior 3. But if you've been struggling with it for a while now, try this variation. And then stepping back, hands down. You could go right to down dog or through the vinyasa. Now once you're in the down dog, feet a little closer, please. Left leg up and over. And swing that leg all the way forward. Turn your back heel down. Rising up. Interlacing behind you in Kali Mudra. See if you can find the reverse Kali Mudra. So a different baby finger on the bottom. And then straightening the front leg, either taking a reverse prayer position or just grabbing your elbows, leading with the heart, tilting forward. And coming back upright, and the front leg, and leaning forward, step up onto the left foot. Find an arm position that works for you today. And stepping back, hands down. You go right to downward dog or through the vinyasa. I'm just going to skip it, go right to down dog. Now take the right leg forward for pigeon pose. Your hips square to the front. You'd stay upright or come into bowing pigeon. You can also interlace behind you, draw your arms over top in bowing pigeon, as long as your front knee is comfortable. and find your way back through. Down dog, other side, other leg forward. In upright, bowing pigeon or yoga mudra arms. Okay, coming back through downward dog. And from here, bend the knees down to the floor. Sit back onto your heels. And from here, bring the right hand forward, palm up, arm up to touch the back of the shoulder. Other hand grabs the elbow, draws the elbow up and back. If you can catch hold of the hand from behind. Otherwise, just keep hold of that elbow. All right, let's release that side. Other hand forward, palm up, arm up, elbow up and back, or possibly catching hold behind. And slowly releasing. And then taking the hands forward, turn the thumbs down. Take your right hand over the left and interlace the fingers. Circle down, in, and forward to whatever degree you can. This gets into the wrist pretty deeply, you're probably noticing. Also the shoulders in some cases. Depending on how tight your wrists are, sometimes you can't really get past the wrists to get to the shoulders. Now keep your hands interlaced, but slowly unwind. Now from here, we're going to take the other hand on top, palms together, interlace. You might even reverse interlace. And then circle in and forward. Once again, for the other wrist. This is a great one to prevent carpal tunnel. You guys are working from home a lot, so you're probably on your computers a lot, so I recommend doing this one regularly. Okay, unwind, release. Now we're going to do inverted twist, which also gets into the trapezius and shoulders. So from here, we take the left arm up and through, shoulder down, inverted twist. Pressing up. Other side, reaching up and through, shoulder down, side of head down. Back to center, knees wide, sit back. Wide-legged child's pose. You might interlace the fingers and place the palms at the base of the skull. Only if it's comfortable, feels natural. And pressing up. Now, I have a really neat exercise that you can do with a strap. I'm going to save that to the end because I know only a few of you have straps. If you want to see this cool exercise for the shoulders, you'll need a strap after. I'll give you a moment to get it after, but just a heads up. For now, though, let's find our way onto our back. Now, normally we have our elbows bent in this position to lift into bridge, but today we're going to try and roll the shoulder blades down and broaden the chest and interlace the fingers underneath. So you could start in this position, lift the hips, interlace, roll, shoulders under, plugging the shoulder blades down, broaden the chest, breathe. Now slowly lowering down, take your knees over to the left, reach your right arm out to the right, looking right if it's comfortable. Back to center, take your knees over to the right, looking left, reach your left arm out. And coming back to the center, just hug your knees in towards you. Take the knees wide. Maybe heels up for happy baby. Hold the feet or ankles, toes. And from there, pressing up, Viparita Karani. If you have a yoga block, you can put that under your hips. And take your time finding Shavasana, final relaxation pose. Again, after Shavasana, I'll show you an additional exercise with the strap if you want to see it. For now, let's take just a couple minutes to relax deeply in the stillness. Please take your time. Of course, take more time as needed in that position. Now, if you're curious or if you have a strap, you follow along or just watch. Basically, you take a strap, Ideally, an 8-foot strap. 6-foot will work for people with shorter arms than myself. But you make sure you don't have a loop in it. It should be just a plain old long snake-like line. And you hold it about the middle of the strap, shoulder width apart. If your shoulders are really tight, you might go a little wider. And then from here, you inhale the arms up. And then you try and take the arms back, but only slide out as much as you need to get the arms back. Inhale, keeping that distance. Exhale forward. So it's easy for me to see if my one arm is higher than the other, but that's really tricky without a mirror. Inhale up. Exhale forward, reset the hands. Hopefully that's good for you. Good feel in your shoulders for you. If you like it, then practice it a little bit. Let me know if you find it helpful. Thanks for coming today, and welcome back to the program. Hope to see you out next week. We're working on a new platform for the classes, so we might have that rolling out next time. It might be a little longer, but we'll keep you posted. Thanks again for coming. We'll see you again next time. Namaste. Happy New Year.